Hello iRacers, this is going to be a short tutorial video on the new user interface of iRacing for painters, both pro and just for beginners. I'm going to go into I'll touch on at the end very quick some spec maps, but mostly it's just to show you guys how the new interface works and how to get something in there and using actions in Photoshop. So here we go. First of all, you need to know where the folder is where your paints go. It is in Documents, iRacing, Paints. Now I took all my folders out of here just so you guys can see what happens when we put one in. So open the new user interface and you can click on My Content. And just real quick, Store also works. So if you say go to the store, you open up the Hurricane, which I do not own, you'll see it puts a folder in your paint folder, which means if you get a TGA in there, it's going to show up on this car. So you can paint cars you do not own, for now at least. Get rid of that. They don't automatically go away, but I just deleted it. So anyway, we're going to go to My Content. I come down here and open up this cup car. And I've already got one going. As you can see, try and get this all in one window for you here. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply this paint to this car, and we're going to use actions to do it. So when you open up actions in Photoshop, you just open a window, click on actions, that takes it away, that adds it. You're probably, if you've never done this before, you're going to see a bunch of stuff in here. I just would get rid of it. And then add an action. Hit the plus button down here. Action 1, select a function key. I'm going to use F8, then record. Say OK. Now from whatever you do from here, it's recording. So we'll go File, Save As, and we're going to save a numbered paint here. So car underscore num underscore your number, TGA, paint folder, in the ZL1 folder. That's where we'll put it. Okay, good. It didn't work. So that's actually good. I wanted to show you this because sometimes it doesn't work. In this case, it didn't. So if I hit F8, it's not going to do anything because I just, for whatever reason, take note iRacing, you need to reopen the car sometimes. Not all the time, but I'm glad it didn't work that time because now you reopen the car and there it is. Now the great thing about actions is, now that I've saved it to an F8 key, I move something and it's automatically on the car. Not automatically, I have to hit F8, but there we go. So that's how that works. Now, I'll show you a real quick spec map. Go into our layers. I've already got my numbers blocked out here. So I'm going to duplicate those. Duplicate the whole group. Merge it. So now I've got a duplicated merged numbers. And I'm going to drop that right in there. I'm going to duplicate it again because I need a shiny and a rough, so a metallic and a rough version of those numbers. For the rough one, I'm going to make that 0 because I don't want it to be rough at all. And for this one, shiny, I'm going to make it uber shiny, so as shiny as I can get it, which is 100. Then I'm going to click on this. Oh, Actually, you know what? I'm going to make an action for it. Make another action. I'm going to make this the F9 key. Record. Okay. File, save as. Car underscore spec, then my number. TGA. Paint folder. Save. Now the interesting thing about this is also take note iRacing and all you guys. It should work if I just click on this and hit F9, but as you can see it doesn't. That's okay though, because if I uncheck it and hit F8 and just reapply the regular paint, car underscore num, it does work. So basically you just kind of have to do it twice. You have to apply the spec map, then uncheck it, and then apply the regular car num, or yeah, it would be car num in this case, but if you're just doing spec maps with a number, you still have to do it twice. So again, let me show you how to undo that. We'll uncheck our numbers. Oops, that was parts. So again, I'm going to hit F9 to save the spec map, uncheck it, F8, and there we go, back to normal. So that's how to use actions and how to get your stuff into the new UI. Hope it was helpful.